What's up, girl? Ah, you licked my camera. Hello, beautiful. Ow, dude. She's finally clean. For all those who were asking me that, why don't I keep it clean? There you go. Don't look at that one. The time has come. Need to put all this stuff back in. Alright, you guys. So, I guess it's a nice day out. At least enough for me to answer one of the most asked questions. Who am I? What do I do? And how can I afford these cars here? And I'm not going to say me. I'm going to say we, as in me and my wife and my baby. It's all of our cars. No, but in all seriousness, I have a lot of people asking me, hey, what do you do for a living? Hey, how do you afford these cars? You know, and it's a nice day out, so I was gonna wash the Mustang, so I'll include this one in there since this one's, you know, pretty special as well. But I know most people, they do ask about the Supras. Get back, boy. All right, he's always the one that gets in the camera. So to start off, you know, I actually started working at a very, very young age. I started working whenever I was 15 years old. I guess like my own job when I was 15. I mean, before that I would help my dad like cleaning carpets and stuff. I think since I was like probably 11. But anyways, I got my real job at a convenience store when I was 15 years old, and I started making $5 an hour, or I think it was like $5 an hour, and I was at that job for like 8 years. And by the time I left, I think I was making $8.50 an hour. And so, I mean, I never really made a lot of money, and believe it or not, with that job, I was able to actually, you know, build the Eclipse, get into the Mustang, because you know I was in college during the last years of while I was working there, and well, I mean, I've always just been very good with my like money management. I know how to save my money. I know how to basically get what I want with what I have. Like I said, I've never really made a lot of money, but I knew, you know, I didn't really go out a lot. I didn't spend it on, you know, pointless things. Pointless things for me might be a different view for you guys, so I won't get into that. But you know, I didn't spend on like expensive clothes, shoes, all that stuff. So anyway, so you know, I worked there, and when I went to college, I got a bachelor's degree in finance. So I graduated, I got my degree in finance, and for a year and a half right after I graduated, I couldn't find a job. I was still working at a convenience store with a bachelor's in finance, and so I got super frustrated, and I ended up getting a job as a teller at a Wells Fargo. I mean, believe it or not, I mean, kids with high school degrees work as tellers, right? And here I am with a 4-year degree in finance working as a teller. Super frustrating, but eventually I ran into a very, very good friend of mine, and he was able to get me in with the company that I'm currently with now. And it's gonna be 8 years this July since I've been with this company, and I've worked my way up. You know, I started, you know, with a decent salary, and you know, as obviously when you stick with the company, you move up, your pay increases. I mean, that's pretty obvious. You guys would know that. But I mean, I've gotten to the point to where I've you know, been able to save my money. Like you know, here, I'll show you guys something. Look at my shoes. You see how this is all torn up? I mean, I have more shoes, but I'm just using it as an example. I don't have like fancy stuff. I mean, I have nice shoes and stuff, nice clothes, but I'm not like that Gucci, Louis Vuitton type of person. I'm not like that. I'll spend it on things that I really love, and that kind of stuff is not really that important to me. But so I'm like, even to this day, I'm 31 years old, and I'm still super careful on how and what I spend my money on. Basically, what am I getting in return for you know, for what I'm spending? But yeah, I mean, to this day, that doesn't change. And I guess to answer that one question that everyone asks, well, what actually do you do? I'm not gonna tell you guys exactly where I work or, you know, the name of the company or anything like that, you know, just for security reasons, but I'll tell you what I do. So my job is, it's like a hybrid deal. I do like 3 different positions. I mean, you can look at me as a business consultant. You can look at me as, you know, that I manage accounts. I help people start up new businesses, you know, risk analysis. I do a lot. And to say that I have an easy job, absolutely not. That is the last way I would explain my job as easy. My job, it is very stressful. I have a lot on my plate, a lot of things going on at the same time. And you know, there's days where you know, I have the privilege to work from home right now. I mean, you know, before this COVID stuff, I was still going into the office. But whenever I log off and I close my computer, it's kind of like, you know, you leave everything there. As stressful and as difficult as my job is, once I close that laptop, I'm done. So no, that's one of the things that helps me do all this stuff, you know, the whole YouTube thing for you guys. Because I mean, if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't been able to do this kind of stuff. Because I mean, this is I mean, YouTube in itself is super stressful. Whenever I first started, I didn't know how to edit. I mean, my biggest fear was public speaking. Even to this day, I cannot do public speaking. I'm just terrified of that. I start stuttering. I get super bad anxiety. I edit as much of this stuttering and anxiety out of the videos. You guys might catch it from time to time. I'll leave some in there, but I'm just a simple old dude, just working and, you know, trying to make things happen. You know, you guys might ask, well, why the 2 Supras? Well, this one right here, this is my baby. This is probably, you know, this is the reason why I started the channel. And you know, it's broken right now, but that's pretty much resolved already. This one right here, that is a Supra that I decided to build for my wife. I mean, could I have gotten her a different car, something, you know, more, you know, something that's better used for her? Yeah, I could have, but this is with hopes that we can both enjoy this passion together. And here pretty soon, I think we'll start doing that. I'm just a regular working middle class dude. Nothing more, nothing special. You know, of course, you know, I have a big love for cars. I mean, it's been like that since I was 15 years old. I mean, the Eclipse, the one you guys saw in the back that's dirty, that I don't want to show you because it's dirty. I bought that car when I was 16. So I got my job at 15 years old without my parents knowing. So basically, I came home one day super late. That was crazy. I just saw a squirrel jump from that tree to this tree. Wow. So I came home super late one day. I think it was like around 10:30, and my parents were asking me, where were you, you know? And I told them, well, I was working. And they were like, what do you mean working? I was like, yeah, I got a job. And they were asking me, well, why'd you get a job for? I was like, because I want to buy a car. And my brother had the Eclipse, and I mean, that's basically where I started working. I just wanted to buy a car, and it's been like that ever since. I work for what I have. I work when I want something. I work that much harder for it. And whenever you have some advice for you guys, you get yourself in a mentality like that. Work hard, especially whenever you want something. Work even harder. Work twice as much. Ain't nothing gonna slow you down. You'll get whatever you want, trust me. I know another question that's gonna get asked is, well, what field do you work in? I am in the transportation industry. But I mean, you guys don't have to try and do exactly what I'm doing. Because I know a lot of you guys have messaged me, and you guys are asking me for like a lot of details, and I'll put it in this video, and I'll tell you all the same thing. Don't try and do what I do. do something that's gonna make you happy, something that you're gonna enjoy doing, and just don't look back. Because I mean, at the same time, if you are trying to copy, not necessarily copy me, but if you're trying to do as I did, and it's something that wasn't for you, I don't want you to blame me. Nah, but in all seriousness, you know, it took me a while to find out what I wanted to do. You know, when I went to school, I was going for computer information systems, and I quickly found out that was not for me. And I got into finance because my main goal was to help people out. I didn't get into finance to like necessarily make a lot of money, but I wanted to help people, and you know, do a good deed. I feel like I'm actually doing that quite well at my job. And now this whole YouTube thing, you know, I never thought that me making videos was gonna make people feel happy, and that I was gonna motivate them, and you know, get so much positive feedback. And I guess that's one of those things that really made me fall in love with this whole YouTube idea. And now I'm ready to go. Now I want this YouTube thing to work. Now I want it to grow. It's something that I want, and I don't know. Let's see if it works. But until then, you guys, quick story. I'm gonna get busy on my Mustang. I need to wash it. Yesterday I washed this car, took it out for a spin. Oh, quick story about this car. I know I got a lot of attention on my Supra, but do you guys like this one more? Because apparently every single time I drive this car, I get way more attention. I felt like I was like freaking Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson yesterday driving this thing. People popping out their phones, recording, taking pictures. I was like, whoa, man. I had to roll up the windows. It made me feel, I had to roll up the windows. It made me feel so uncomfortable. I mean, but nothing bad, right? Actually, it's just, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. That was a weird feeling. But yeah, leave me a comment. Do you like this one more, or do you like that one more? I know y'all probably like this one more because of the power. You know, besides the power and everything, which one do you think looks better? I mean, this does look really, really nice. I think I'm gonna change that wrap. Not that I think I'm going to. Anyways, I could keep going on forever. I'm gonna go ahead and get busy washing my Selena. If you guys don't know why I call her Selena, go watch my build breakdown video of this car. But until then, I'll catch you on the next one. Later.